Hello everyone, this is your boy Dan. Welcome back to Syberia, the world before. Last time we were looking for Dana and we were hot on our trail, and then we bumped into a surprising figure, Yunta. And upon finding and meeting Yunta, she showed us and revealed to us a shocking discovery that Dana's baby didn't make it. She, yeah, she died shortly in childbirth, and having not been able to take it very well, instead of going back to the guest house, Kate has decided to come to the sanctuary where they found the dead bodies of the people that were buried under the snow and buried in ice, and she's gonna try to look to see if one of them is Dana.
I was hoping to find Demoiselle Leni here.
Where is she? I thought this was the chair that she would have used to, like, get around and stuff.
Photo of Leon on a ship. Must have been taken during his return from Baltayar. But I still can't figure out how he survived the winter while he was on the run over there. Leni also had that newspaper clipping about Leon. Looks like the old girl's built a veritable shrine to him.
Yeah, well, he was probably her very first love interest.
Demoiselle Leni had tea with someone. Maybe with that alpinist guy.
She's not talking about Leon, but the other alpinist who was here to tackle the mountain.
Another one of those cigars.
The fact that
There's something truly odd going on with Demoiselle Leni. I really ought to have a little chat with her. But before, the bodies. They're all that count right now.
Yeah, like the whole fact that this person with the cigars has been tailing Kate this whole time. We still
No time to explore the refuge again. I need to find the frozen bodies. No time to explore the refuge again. I need to find the frozen bodies.
Huh. So, yeah, I don't know who this person that's been smoking all these cigars is, but they've been following us this whole time. What is this? Looks like a key of some sort. Yeah.
Too small for a door.
Interesting.
Look, Oscar! A distant cousin!
What are you talking about, Kate Walker? And why are you laughing?
Because it's also an automaton. Alright, so where would this key be used? If not here. Oh, maybe she's going to try to go up the mountain. Maybe that's what we're going to do.
Leni's left her lookout post. Hardly surprising with this blizzard.
Who's this guy? Oh, this is the alpinist.
What's this?
Oh, it's the frozen bodies from the Devil's Pass. The forensic team had to bring them up here because of the blizzard. But their generator shut off. I'm concerned it could damage the bodies.
Where's Demoiselle Leni?
Oh, in her room, resting. She collapsed right after the forensic team left for Vaghen.
Jeez, what happened?
I'm pretty sure it has to do with the bodies. I mean, she was staring down in that direction
Oh.
for, well, all the time. And then, when they brought them up from the Devil's Pass, it was like she had seen a ghost or something. It was almost as if...
As if she knew the departed.
Yes.
What?
Is someone taking care of her?
Oh yes, don't worry. She's with that hermit who brings her wood and provisions sometimes.
Okay, in that case, you go back inside. I'll take care of the generator.
Are you sure?
Positive, just go. Go on. I need to check something in the tent anyway.
So it's definitely Leon. That's why she... Oh, man. Crazy.
There must be something missing here.
I think this is where the key goes.
Wrong one.
Nope, I guess not. Okay.
The gas tank's empty. I better find some fuel so I can turn on the generator.
Well, I know...
Didn't you come across a jerry can earlier?
I
Better
did.
go check it out.
Yes! Thanks, Oscar!
I already knew that, Oscar, but thank you, I suppose. I will take that under advisement.
Looks like this one's full.
Let's take. Yeah, gasoline actually, it takes a lower temperature to freeze gasoline than it does water. I don't know how many of you knew that, but if you're not from a inclement weather area, then yeah, maybe you might not. Oh, was that someone looking at us and staring? Open. Okay. Pour in the gas. And used up the whole container. Let's cap it back on. Now we need the key for it, I think.
Nothing. Speak to me, Oscar!
This button must have turned on the generator, Kate Walker. But you still need to use the starter.
Okay! Thanks, Oscar!
So do we not have this? This isn't the key then. So this is like a crank of some sort then?
Must have got it wrong.
Alright, so let's keep looking then. And see if we can find it down here maybe?
Look, Oscar! The bodies must be over there!
It's too dark, Kate Walker. We should find a way to light up the tent.
Alright, so we need to find that first.
Got the tank all filled. Now I just need to start the generator.
What's this?
Locked, of course.
Ah, this is where we use the key. Got it. Okay. And then the starter must be in here. There it is.
Oh, dry biscuits. Wonder how long they've been there.
Probably too long.
Must be to crank up the generator.
We need to crank up our investigation. Alright. Oh, what? No. There we go. Alright, crank it up. Alright, now let's crank.
Nothing. I must have forgotten something.
Alright, turn it on first, maybe? Alright, now let's crank it. There it is. Boom, shakalaka. Let there be light. Alright, now we can go down and look at the bodies. I guess Kate could tell whether or not one of them was Dana, because supposedly Dana looks just like her.
Looks like the rescuers left in a hurry after they moved the bodies here. Must have been surprised by the blizzard.
That is life on the mountain, right? Weather is very unpredictable, like, no matter where you live.
Forensics Institute of Vaghen.
Well, they're not here, so we're gonna help ourselves.
That's not Dana in this body bag.
No, because it looks like it's a man, maybe? White man, brown hair, about 50 years of age. There is every reason to believe that this is the body of Harold Exner. Exner was to be exfiltrated by Leon Kobatis, whose remains are also thought to be among the frozen bodies. during a resistance operation. The party was probably swept away by an avalanche in the mid-1940s. Alright, maybe this one's Leon? It looks like it's another dude. Yeah, look.
Leon. It's as if he died yesterday. Like in those stories where people are found perfectly preserved in ice for decades after being carried away by an avalanche. Hard to believe he's been dead for over 60 years. That's quite amazing. And grim at the same time.
Ooh. Yep, Leon Kobatis. White man around 30, fair hair, body in an exceptional state of preservation after being trapped in ice for many decades. Probably died in an avalanche in the mid-1940s. Everything indicates that this is the body of alpinist and resistance fighter Leon Kobatis, reported missing during a delicate exfiltration operation. His identity should be confirmed by further analysis and a visual identification expected to take place soon. Yeah, this was the reason why Junta came back, is to identify his body. So the last body here is the female body, who just may or may not be Dana.
An unidentified blonde woman in her 40s.
Blonde?
That can't be Dana.
No, it can't. White female, blonde hair with blue eyes, between 40 and 50 years of age. Due to lack of evidence, her identity is impossible to determine with certitude. However, given the presumed identity of the two other bodies found in the ice, there is every reason to believe that this person participated in the resistance operation that was probably swept away by an avalanche in the mid-1940s. Yeah, I don't think that's Dana.
That's it, Oscar. Dana's body is not among those found with Leon's. What a relief.
Now that that's cleared up, Kate Walker, maybe we should take shelter within somewhat more solid premises.
Right. We should go and check on Demoiselle Leni in the refuge. I have a lot of new questions for her.
Well, I'm just glad that it wasn't Dana after all. Woo, let's get out of this hole. As I'm playing this game, it's already starting to get pretty cold. It's like winter already. Hey, bro.
Well done with the generator.
Well, thank you very much. Alright, so she's in her room, right? I imagine she kept the same room that she always had. Who is that?
Hello? Sir?
Are you sure you want to follow that individual, Kate Walker?
I don't think he looked threatening. Rather the opposite, Oscar.
Really? Are you sure? That could all be a ploy. But this is the guy,
Sir?
I think, has been following us.
Are you there?
Turn up the light. Okay.
What have we got here?
And where did this guy go? There was nowhere for him to run. Oh! Is this person the Gorun that Leon had communicated with? Look, there's drawings, and they're very primitive. I guess that was a little mean. I mean, I guess it could have been drawn by somebody who can't draw. But look, they're seeing war and stuff. And this one right here, camping, bombs dropping maybe? what else is here? More drawings.
This portrait, it looks like Leon.
Oh, it is the
Style
Gorun!
reminds me of that other portrait of him that he described in his letter from Baltayar.
It is the Gorun.
The one made by the...
Dana.
No, we're not Dana. Kate.
The Gorun.
No, not Dana. She's old, like me.
Yes.
I'm Kate. Kate Walker.
Kate Walker.
Yes.
Yes. And you're the one that Leon saved during the Origin expedition a long time ago, aren't you?
Yes.
The Goran from Baltayar. Well, you've come a long way, Mr.
Ludwig. Ludwig Hardtack.
Huh.
Well, Mr. Ludwig, if you don't mind my asking, what happened when you and Leon returned to Ostertal to join the resistance fighters? And how did you meet Dana?
Interesting that he's a smoker and that he speaks now. Quite cultured, aren't you, old chap?
Leon. My brother.
These drawings, they're moments from your life, aren't they?
That's what I gather.
That little figure there, that's you, isn't it? When you were a child in Baltayar.
Yes.
And the two adults there, are they your parents?
I'm guessing that they didn't make it.
Looks like a river. And that little figure looks wounded. Is that you when you met Leon and the scientist from the Origin expedition?
Yes.
Yes.
Huh.
That group, is it your tribe, Mr. Ludwig?
Yeah.
So you all live together in a cave in Baltayar?
Yes.
That person in the middle of the others was in the other paintings. That's Leon, isn't it?
That's probably how he survived the winter.
Leon.
He survived by living with the Gorans.
Right. So you and your tribe took Leon in after the death of Reinhard Berger in 1937. That's how he was able to survive the winter in the mountains. Then you went with Leon when he decided to return to Vaghen to join the resistance fighters?
Well, he called Leon his brother, so...
These combat scenes, are they of the liberation of Vaghen?
Before. During resistance.
He's a man of few words, isn't he?
The blonde girl with you and Leon can't be Leni, right?
Yes. Leni. My sister.
I knew Leni was a resistance fighter, but she never told me she fought alongside Leon, let alone you.
Well, why would she? She does
She
barely
even
know
went
you.
as far as saying that she never saw Leon again after 1937, when they all met at the refuge with Dana. Why would she hide something so important?
Well, why would she tell you something so important? Like, honestly.
Time to check on Leni.
Come on, I wanted to ask about Dana
Come.
next.
Kate Walker.
Damn it. Well, since we're checking on Leni, maybe we can ask there.
This sketchbook. I think it was Leon's.
Well, he did draw 1937 expeditions. Yeah, this looks familiar. Yes, it does. I think it stopped right around here. Altair. Yep, we didn't see this. Living Among the Goruns. Winter 1938. 1 of 2. And this is 2 of 2. Look. A crocodile? Alligator? I forget. One lives in Florida, and the other lives elsewhere. Oh, this must be part of the resistance. Clandestine return to Vaghen, 1939. Vaghen during the expedition. Oh, sorry, during the occupation. So he's been around. He's been taking pictures and stuff. Look, this is the Mueller shop, I think? Or maybe another similar shop that was owned by a Vaghen. The Edelweiss Network. So, looks like scrapbook from like maybe some of his findings while he was, I don't know, doing reconnaissance or something. And look, there's a cipher here. Even here, he's smoking. See the cigar? Last night, I had the most beautiful dream. Oh, that must be him and Dana. And now this looks like it's one of the drawings from, yeah, Portrait of Leon by the Gorun. Inspect the Gorun's room. What is this? A spool of wire?
Detonating wire. Just like in the old movies.
Interesting. Oh, yeah, okay. I have seen this in the movies. Have you seen this in the movies?
Weapons. Must have been here since the war, I guess.
That would be a good guess, I think.
Weapons. Must have been here since the war, I guess.
What's this? Handprint?
This symbol looks like a warning.
How?
Some kind of map. Looks like the Devil Pass to me. Could all those marks indicate where the Gorons searched for Leon's body?
Oh, so he might have been searching for Leon all this time. That leads me to question, how long do the Gorons live, if that's the case? Because it's been 60, 70 years? The Mountain Murderer. What? Have you seen this terrorist? 10,000 marks. Reward for information leading to the capture, dead or alive, of one Ludwig Hardtack, better known as the Mountain Murderer. Wanted for murder, dead or alive. He is part of the worst band of rogues Vaghen has ever known.
These must be plans for secret operations. Must have been some kind of a headquarters here. Maybe for local resistance fighters such as Leon and his group.
It makes sense if Leni was part of the resistance and she worked with both Ludwig and Leon. It makes sense that they would have their base of operations here, right? Old propaganda posters. The super resistant. The super resistant does not exist.
So much happened to the Gorun since Leon found him in Baltayar. What a life he had. But there are still so many gray areas. I need to learn more from Demoiselle Leni now.
Yeah, we need to learn more. We need to know! Alright, let's go to her room.
Ah, Fräulein. I knew you would be back eventually.
Eventually.
Judging by your face, you and Ludwig already met.
Yes.
We have. And it raised a lot of questions about you. About what you said to me the first time we met, and about what you didn't say.
Of course. You can run from your past, but never truly escape it. But you already know that.
She does.
Don't you, Fräulein?
Yes. She's running too.
I want to understand Demoiselle Leni. I'd like to understand why you didn't tell me about Leon's death, about fighting with him in the Resistance, and about the Gore, and about Mr. Ludwig. It would have saved us both so much time and effort.
Because it would have only begged questions. Questions which lead to events that I've never spoken about to anyone. Not even to you, dear Ludwig.
Really?
Leni.
Still, I suppose it doesn't matter now.
Why, is she dying?
Perhaps it's time I confess my crime.
What happened? Oh my god.
What are you talking about?
Did you kill
It was
Dana?
the best years of my life. Joining the Resistance, unlike my coward of a father, and fighting alongside Leon after he miraculously got back from Baltayar with Ludwig. It gave me purpose.
Oh my god, did you kill her in a jealous fit of rage? Dude. Somewhere 1944.
Leon was a terrific leader. I could feel he was finally taking me seriously, especially with Dana being missing.
But taken
I
seriously.
knew he was still in love. After all, didn't he cross the globe to rescue her? But we all thought he arrived too late, that Dana had died with her parents during the pogroms. So, I believed his mourning would eventually come to an end.
But nope, she got dropped off.
And that's when Dana fell from the sky. Literally.
Yep. I know. We know this. So, what did you do, Leni?
Dana was sent by London, right? To oversee that operation led by your resistance network? The exfiltration of a civilian to Switzerland, if I recall correctly.
Indeed. But Leon never told us that Dana was involved. Maybe he was afraid to believe it himself.
Where is she? Is she stuck in the tree? I mean, there's her parachute right there. Don't play him like that, Dana. Don't play him like that. Lovers reunion. Meanwhile, Leni watches on, and jealousy mounting.
You should have seen them, Fräulein. It was as if they had never left each other.
Do you know if Dana ever mentioned a child?
Maybe they were planning to have one in Baltaya, who knows?
So she never told him. But why would
In
she?
Baltayar?
Yes, that's all they ever talked about. How they were going to live over there after the war, along with Ludwig and his tribe. But it was to be just another broken dream.
Yeah, I mean, he died in the past. He's gone. Again, she had a job to do, and all she can do is lay around in bed, fornicating.
I should call London now. My radio's downstairs.
Okay, radio's downstairs.
Leon's drawing book. I recognize the mountains of Vaghen in these drawings. Leon must have drawn them during his expeditions in the region. These drawings date from the summer we met, when I worked here. These landscapes don't look like they're from the Vaghen region.
Well, that would be because they're not.
Leon must have done these drawings when he was in Baltayar with the Origin expedition. This is a drawing of the Goruns.
Sorry about that. Had to check up on something real quick. So, I'm back. Where were we? Talk to your allies before using the radio, and set the radio. So she woke up alone.
Herr Gustav housed me here when I worked at the refuge. I have so many fond memories with Leon here. When I left for London with Junta, I never thought I'd see the place again, let alone be here again with Leon.
Yeah, of course you had fond memories, because you were a teenage girl who had her first love and, you know, had the fun times, so to speak. Alright, can't go over this way.
The Gorun's lair.
Lair? It's his room, girl. He's also an individual. You should treat him with respect. Especially since he's
Leni's
also...
old room. I should stay away.
Yeah, she's probably super jealous right now. Goron deserves some respect. I mean, dude, he's fighting in the resistance too. What have we got here?
Personal effects in a heap. Can't be a good sign.
Oh, yeah. Note. Made it back from Vaghen despite the brown shadows tightening of the curfew. The hardest part was telling Franz's parents their son had been killed in the last operation. The father was especially cut up when I told him he couldn't recover his son's body. I tried to explain that hardtack buries all of our fallen in the eternal snow, like in a forest's frozen cemetery. So they become at one with the mountain, and rest in peace beside the fallen brothers in arms, where there's no risk of the brown shadow ever finding them and desecrating their graves. Anyway, even though they knew Franz knew of the risks, it didn't make it any easier for them to accept his death. I tried to reason with the father, and he finally resigned himself to just asking for Franz's effects. I don't see why we would refuse, but I've never been asked this before. So what do you think? Do you think Leon would mind? As long as it doesn't... As long as there's nothing here that could, reveal their operation or anything, I don't see why that would be an issue.
Leon's men must have settled down in the dormitories.
Let's go upstairs, see what's going on up here. Yeah, so this looks like what would have been the dormitories.
Junta's stash. I doubt I'll find anything of use there to amplify the radio signal.
So apparently we're going to need something to amplify the radio signal in order to use it. So we may as well start looking around now. Looks like preserved food items. Wait, what's this?
This is the transmitter Herr Gustav told me he'd cobbled together to compensate for the wave disturbance caused by the mountains. Should be able to use it for my own radio to contact London.
Oh, in that case, we should just take it.
Herr Gustav's old radio. I remember we spent many an evening listening to serials when I worked here that summer.
You know, the design of this thing right here does speak to me as a Vorarlberg design.
Once this antenna is connected, there must be a way to open it.
But once it's connected...
There must be something else I can plug into it.
Alright, well, we'll take a look later. Junta's...
So Junta never did come back to retrieve it? Not surprising, really, I suppose, given the fact that World War broke out.
Exactly. But we did open it as Kate.
What a mess. Herr Gustav must have turned Junta's dark room into a storeroom after she left.
Well, why not? I mean, she wasn't there, and it is his place, and if he needed the room, might as well. No one else is paying for it, right? So I wonder what happened that caused Leni to call her dad a coward. Was there anything in particular, or was it just his personality that she just wasn't a fan of? And because he did seem very pacifist, maybe is the word to use. I'm not sure.
Judging by these installations, Leon's network seems particularly well organized. Pity the same can't be said for all the resistance networks the Foreign Office deals with.
Well, you know, for a lot of people, it's passion and not necessarily ability. Oh, the Goran's drawing.
May I?
So this is how the Goran had met Dana.
The Goran described Leon as his brother. They must have shared lots of adventures together since Leon saved him from the clutches of Herberger. True brothers and sisters in arms. You can sense that the three of them stand together as one.
Well, they've been fighting together for a long time, it seems.
Leni and the Goran seem close. It's nice that she's found a friend. Not that Herr Gustav lacked affection for her, but she spent too much time alone in that refuge.
Yeah, well, especially not having people her own age to
Your
interact
drawings are beautiful.
For you, Dana Rose.
with. Aww.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Ludwig. It's almost as if you were there with us that night.
Leon told me.
About that
Did
night?
he speak about me?
All the time.
Oh, how sweet.
I should go now. Talk to you later, Mr. Ludwig. Oh, it looks like Leon and me in this drawing. The Goron must have drawn it from Leon's accounts of us.
That appears to be the case.
The Allies are unable to send enough supplies to the resistance fighters for them to completely let go of their good old-fashioned methods.
Well, dynamite is cheap, quick and easy, right?
An arms stash. Since the departure of Herr Gustav, resistance fighters have been using this place as an outpost.
Departure of Gustav, so he ran, he fled, so maybe that's why Leni is so upset at him for.
Shouldn't think the Brown Shadow appreciate Leon and his group throwing their own grenades at them.
How poetic.
If this propaganda against the resistance fighters is anything to go by, the Brown Shadow must be pretty desperate.
Another terrorist sabotage perpetrated by the White Army. Well, I mean, the occupation uses its own propaganda, so, I mean, calling out propaganda in propaganda, pretty meta.
Looks like the Goron must be a nightmare for the Brown Shadow. He must be the super resistant I heard so much about in London.
I wonder what is meant by super resistant.
Harold Exner. A scientist with vital information for the war effort, according to the Foreign Office. His cover has recently been blown, which has led to this operation. Better not say anything during the briefing, but apparently, Exner has a reputation for being rather hot-headed.
Interesting. I wonder if that comes into play.
The refuge. The place where it all began between me and Leon.
Well, interesting they just leave the stash like that, but I guess there's no children nearby to be playing with it.
Why did Herr Gustav leave the refuge? Did the Brown Shadow force him?
I think more than likely it's just he ran off. He didn't seem like the confrontational type. And so I think maybe he just like didn't want to be here for the war and so just left. Probably tried to get Leni to go with him, but she, being strong-willed, probably said no.
Best not go too far.
That's probably for the best.
There's a storm brewing. Darn it. I hope it doesn't break until we're through Devil's Pass in the morning.
We're through? Let's talk to Leon.
We'll talk later, Dana.
That's nice that this guy who basically helped save Leon from the others joined up. Oh wait, no, we can't talk to him. We're just looking at this thing here. See if we can talk to Leni, maybe. I doubt she wants to talk, though. She's probably really
Leni.
upset. Yeah.
What do you want?
She wants nothing to do with Dana now.
It's amazing how you've grown. How have you been since last time?
Fine, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, she's very standoffish right now.
It's quite incredible when I think of you and Leon fighting alongside someone who comes from so far away.
Yeah. After Leon saved him during the expedition in Baltayar, Mr. Ludwig's tribe took him in during the winter months. They became inseparable, like brothers. So much so that Mr. Ludwig insisted on coming back here with Leon. Now he's our most ferocious fighter, The terror of the brown shadow.
So interesting that they would never have found him in the first place if the Brown Shadow didn't even finance the operation to go and find them.
I found out that the refuge was closed down by the Brown Shadow a few years ago. Turns out your network did the best of it. But what about Herr Gustav? Is he...
Dead? No, he's not dead. Although, for me, he might just as well be.
I've been curious. Let me know. Tell me. Probably just ran off.
See you later, Leni.
Yeah, she doesn't want to talk to you. She's still really jealous, it seems. I mean, I get it. Like, she wanted Leon for herself, but it's like, come on now. I don't think Leon ever looked at you that way. It was just one-sided. Right, and then there's this guy. I don't know who this guy is. Oh, we can't talk to him.
I read Leon's network uses the old caves over there to escape from the Brown Shadow. That's smart.
Yeah, they wouldn't have come up here, and only people who know about the area would know enough about the caves, right?
Sky's darkening. Doesn't bode well. Let's just hope it'll clear up by the morning. Devil's Pass. Once we've crossed it, getting into Switzerland shouldn't be a problem.
So who else do we need to talk to? Talk to your allies before using the radio. Oh, we can talk to this dude.
Is everything all right, Herr Exner? You seem a little upset. If it's about your exfiltration tomorrow, I can assure you there's nothing to be worried about. Leon is the best for...
I couldn't care less about tomorrow.
So what is it then?
It's my wife, Andrea. It's like I said to your goons there. I can't leave without her.
Your wife? I'm sorry, Herr Exner, but we have no orders regarding...
I don't care about your orders. I'm not leaving without Andrea. Do you hear me? I won't.
So, do we go and...
You think I'm a bastard, don't you? A selfish bastard ready to risk people's lives to recover the woman he loves. That's what you all think, isn't it?
I don't think they do. Yeah, I don't think that... I mean, you're a person at the end of the day, and everybody has their own thoughts and feelings, and they have things that they care for.
I'm afraid I don't know you well enough to have an opinion of you. Besides, I'm only here to accomplish my mission, not to judge anyone.
I take full responsibility for my actions, and I expect no pity in return. But would a little understanding be too much to ask? I mean, what would you do in my shoes? What would you do if they asked you to abandon that alpinist you seem to be so fond of for the common good, eh? Because that's what you're asking me to do with Andrea.
I don't know that she would just carry out her duty. I feel like she would feel the same way. I mean, she practically gave up on life after she thought she lost him and lost the baby and everything. And I don't know. She probably would do the same, in my opinion.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I suppose if I were in your shoes, I would pull out all the stops to protect those who are dear to me.
I see. Thank you, Fraulein.
Well, she calmed them down at the very least.
Well, everyone seems all right, more or less. I should get back to the radio now.
Yes, let's. Okay, that was over here. On this table. There it is.
This part of the radio is used to transmit messages. This part of the radio is used to transmit messages. This part of the radio is used to receive messages. This part of the radio is used to receive messages.
Turn it on. And can we turn this thing on too? Does it also have a... Yep, there it is. Right here. On. There we go. Alright, what have we got in here? Ah! The codes and the frequencies. And this is where we put the,
Maybe Herr Gustav's homemade radio is still around here somewhere.
So, the pistol... No, that's not what we're using. The antenna.
It doesn't fit. Looks like there's something wrong with the antenna. Once this antenna is connected, there must be a way to open it.
Alright, looks like the 4 things are on there.
That should boost the signal.
There
Perfect.
we go. Cool. Can we extend this? There it is. Damn, look at it. That looks beefy.
Impossible.
What is this?
I must have made a mistake. That item doesn't work.
Huh. Interesting. Alright, well, I guess we'll get back to that.
No doubt this should boost the signal.
Alright, so we turned it on. Let's actually take a look here and look at the documents. Let's see, radio note. Top secret. Follow the procedure below to contact your liaison officer. To obtain the safety frequency, decipher the contact code below. Please see the attached appendix. Alright, time to pull out the old notebook. Let's see. Alright, we've got 2111.12.121.21. Okay, so that's the code. And that is the safety frequency. Alright, so set the safety frequency on the receiver part of your device. Your liaison officer will then communicate on the receiver part of the device a new transmission's frequency to decipher. Set this new transmission frequency on the sender part of your device. Use the handset of your device to reach your liaison officer. So this here is the appendix. Okay, to whom it may concern to be in touch with the office, use the table below. You will receive your code at the frequency set by your contact code. Alright, so... Wait, what? So... What is this then? Foreign Office? 218? A document establishing a correspondence between the Latin alphabet and Morse code. Okay, so we need Morse code as well? Decipher the contact code below. So please use the attached appendix. Oh, no, wait. Using the attached appendix. So... Oh, I think what we need to do here is... What we do is we take what we have, the numbers, and turn that into words using Morse code. And so the first one, 2111, 2 is a long, right? I'm guessing. So one of these dashes, and then 1 is a short, maybe? So it would be long, short, short, short. So this one, B. Because in Morse code, there's a long beep and a short beep. And 2 being a bigger number, I imagine is the longer beep. So 2111 would be B, right? And then there's 12. So short, long, that'd be A. And then there's 121, which would be short, long, short. Short, long, short, R. So that's BAR so far. And then there's 21, so short, long. Sorry, long, short. Long, short. Let's see, is there something like that in here somewhere? Long, short. Okay, N. So that makes barn, B-A-R-N. And so what we do is we look for the word barn here. Yep. So frequency 69. All right. So we put that in the receiver part. Is this the receiver?
This part of the radio is used to transmit messages.
No. So up here is the receiver. So we need to set this to 69. Which would be right around here, I think. And then... let me read this note again. So what we do is we decipher this, and we set the frequency on the receiver. The liaison will communicate on the receiver part of your device a new transmission frequency. And then you put this in the sender, and then use the handset. Alright, so we have now set the frequency on the receiver part.
This part of the radio is used to receive messages.
Yep. Alright, so... it kind of just auto-adjusts slightly there, so I'm going to say that's where it goes. So now... Do we pick up the headset?
The signal isn't strong enough. I need to find a way of amplifying it.
Okay, so... in that case, do we work with this thing now? This thing. And try to use this to amplify it now.
Better try another one.
There we go.
The signal is strong enough to reach London now.
Nice. Oh, now we gotta decipher this signal. Two, one, two. One, two, two, one. One. One, two. 2, 1. Alright, so 1, 2, 2, 1. 1. 1, 2. 2, 1, 2. Alright, so that's the message. Now I'm just gonna confirm. 1, 2, 2, 1. Alright, now 1. 1, 2. 2, 1, 2. And then end of message. Yep, okay. Got it. So now, let's go here to the codes. So the first code is 1221. So here we go. 1221 P. And then 1 is E. 12 is A. And 212. 212 K. P-E-A-K. Peak. Alright. So we'll take a look here and peak. Do we have a peak? Here. 8-4. Okay. And we put that in the transmit. 8-4. Alright, 8-4. And actually, let's turn off the receive. Alright. And transmit is on. And is that it? Do we now... Alright, so the new transmission code we put this in the send part, and then use the handset. Okay. So now, all that's left is to use the handset. There we go. Boom. That was fun.
London, come in. London, do you read me? Over. We've made contact. Package safe and sound. I repeat, we've made contact. Package...
Out of the question!
I'm not moving from here without her!
London, please wait a moment. Over. What's going on?
You! Tell London I'm not leaving without my wife.
Herr X, now listen,
No, you listen. Andrea is my closest collaborator. With regard to the Allied war effort, she is just as important as me. She is in Vaghen as I speak, hiding at some friend's place under a false identity. You must bring her here and smuggle her into Switzerland with me.
There's no way we're going back to Vaghen. Brown Shadow troops have overrun the entire town. We can't risk delaying our departure.
A storm coming. Danger.
I'm not moving from here without her.
London, did you hear that?
Did you?
Roger that. Over and out. They say we can't allow Frau Exner to be captured and risk her letting the cat out of the bag.
Well, there you go.
What are you waiting for then? Send someone to fetch her.
Hang on. You're not asking me to...
Sorry, Leni, we haven't got a choice. Ludwig can't go about in public in Vaghen, and I have to prepare everything to get them through Devil's Pass tomorrow. You're the only one I trust enough to...
Why can't she go?
Well, I mean, yeah, why can't she go? She used to be from there. Well, actually, that probably is the reason. She is a Vaghen, and they're looking out, trying to go against Vaghen. So yeah. So let's say we're not. Those are not. Oh wait, this is from Dana's point of view. So we can say that Leni's right, or we can say that they're not her orders. From Dana's point of view, I think she would say she's right. I should do this. Like, you know, she's not an active part of the exfiltration itself, so why can't she? Yeah, so maybe she would volunteer to do this.
Leni's right. I'm not known to the Brown Shadow. I can sneak into Vaghen incognito this evening and be back in time for...
Out of the question! That's not your mission here. And besides, it's too dangerous.
Leon!
All right then. I'll go.
Leni, wait!
That was Leni's heartbreaking.
Leon's reaction and his unconditional love for Dana drove me mad with rage. So I decided to take my revenge by making a detour. It was a detour I would regret for the rest of my life.
Oh my god, did she... Oh, she did go to the Brown Shadow. Dude!
What did you do?
Leni!
I
No!
need to deal with the devil.
Oh my god, Leni! I can't believe you did this.
No one was supposed to have gotten hurt, I promise. I promise, Fräulein. I just didn't want Leon to leave me forever. To leave with her.
Man, mad with jealousy. Mad as in like crazy, not as in upset. Dude.
But it was a fool's bargain.
Yeah.
As I should have known from the beginning.
Yeah, you should have. These are the people you're fighting! Blam, blam! Wow, you go, Dana. I don't know how you fight back against machine guns, though. And that would tear up the wood planks. Yeah, that... Picnic tables aren't going to do anything. Dead eye. I would imagine that the Brown Shadow has the numbers on you guys. was supposed to get hurt. How was that gonna work?
Brown Shadow! But how could they have...
We must leave immediately before the mountain becomes impassable!
Go through the pass in this weather? Are you mad?
We have no choice, Leni! It's that or fall into the hands of the Brown Shadow! And we both know what that means! We ought to stay, to buy Leon as much time as we can!
Leon,
She's right, Leni! Now go! Go! Come! Yana!
No, don't make this harder than it is!
Yana!
I love you, Leon.
I love you too, Dana, more than anything in the world. Come on, let's go!
So what happened to the woman? Oh! And that's how she became paralyzed.
Ironic, isn't it? But the worst was yet to come.
This is why she doesn't consider herself a hero. Because she was the one that gave their position away. Oh, man. But the worst is yet to come? What does she mean by that?
Who knows how long we fought? Enough for Leon to lead the civilians to the foot of Devil's Pass.
Whoa, they're all falling like... They're all falling. Oh, man. What are you gonna do now? They're advancing. So Ludwig is taking care of the situation right now. Superior strength, right? More of them. Yep, they definitely had the numbers. Come on, Dana, you gotta get out of there. And then she never was able to walk again after. Leni, you're worse than a coward now. You're a traitor. Not only to your people and to the organization, but also to the person that you loved. And an avalanche happened. Ah, jeez. Yep, that's when they got buried. And Leni, they wouldn't have rushed if it wasn't for you. They would have waited for the storm to pass, but you... Oh, jeez. She basically killed her own love. Ooh.
Ludwig has been searching for Leon's remains since then. But it took the thaw, due to global warming, to uncover the bodies. And with them, my crime. Precisely when you decided to show up, Fräulein.
Leni.
Dear Ludwig, can you ever
No, he
Mr.
can never,
Ludwig, please.
never forgive you.
Don't, Fräulein. I deserve this. Let's get this over with, Fräulein. Let me tell you about the last time I ever saw Dana. And then I'll be done.
Okay, I'm listening.
It was a year after Leon died, just after the liberation of Vaghen.
Ooh. Dana goes back to the musician district. The place where the game started, musician district. Which for her was a lifetime ago. Like several lifetimes ago with how things have progressed. Man, everything's been so devastated. It's amazing that the musician square with the mechanical orchestra and everything remained intact as it was after all of this. I wonder if Frau Beckman is still here. Alright, I just saw the save icon. I think this is a good place to stop now. But wow. Wow, we learned about Leni and her crime of, like, that she committed to her friends, to her loved one, and, oh, man. Who would have ever thought, guys? Whoever would have thought? Oh, alright. I think we need to take a break. I hope you'll come back for the next one, and we'll see what happens with Dana. And, I mean, this is the last story we're going to hear from Leni about Dana, so hopefully we get a resolution to what happens. I hope you come back and join me for that. And until then, bye.